Dustin Hosteller in graphic design.
Okay, let's talk about graphic design. Graphic design is a relatively new art medium. It's been around since about the first advertisement. It's not male or female dominated, and the age bracket is 20 to 60. The basic skills needed to be a graphic designer are you have to be artistic, creative, intelligent, a good problem solver, persistent, hardworking, and able to communicate easily. The general high school classes that you need to take are liberal studies, fine arts. Those are the basic two, but all the other ones are important also. You need no license to be a graphic designer, unless of course you work by yourself, and then you need one to sell your work. The duties pretty much consist of getting your concept of your idea and then taking it to the printer. The starting pay for a graphic designer in Toledo is about $15,000 to $20,000, but an experienced graphic designer can make about $60,000. And about the highest you could possibly make is $100,000, and that's a lot. The benefits aren't very much. If you work for a company, you get about 4 weeks vacation, health insurance and life insurance, and that's pretty much it. You get extra bonuses if you do a really good job. The hours consist of 50 to 60, but you can work more than that. You can work up to 80. That's a lot of hours. There's the ratio of graphic designers in America and Europe, or those overseas countries, is quite different. There's a lot less in America than there are over there. And here's a little bit of trivia for you. Here in America, graphic design isn't that prestigious of a job. But in Holland, it's so prestigious that if you major in graphic design in college and pass, the college will give you money to start out your own business. That's pretty cool. Now, let's go interview my mother. Hi, I'm here with my mom, Lynn Moy from Summit Communications. She's the owner and president. It's a graphic design communications company. Okay. I'd like to ask you several simple questions. Okay? Okay. What is your job title?
Well, I'm the president. I'm also a graphic designer.
Okay. Is your job in agriculture, industry, or is it a service?
It's a service.
It's a service. What are the job duties and responsibilities?
Basically to meet with the client and find out what their communications problems might be, and then help them decide what would be the best way to solve that problem. It might be to develop a poster for them, or an ad, flyers, brochures, whatever would solve the problem for them. And then once you figure out what you're going to do, then actually develop a concept for it and create the artwork or whatever's needed, coordinate with the printer, and get the piece produced.
Very interesting. What special training or experience do you need for your job?
Well, I have a college degree, and I would recommend you have that. And you don't need a license, particularly to do this.
You need to sell your work?
Well, anybody who has a business needs a vendor's license, so I have a vendor's license. And you don't have to necessarily go to college, but it's a very, very competitive field, so you would have a much harder time of it if you had not gotten a degree, I would say.
How did you find your job?
How did I find my job?
Yeah.
Well, this job I created since I started this business.
Yeah.
I didn't really have to find this job.
Well, in general.
In
When you
general,
started out,
yeah.
how'd you find your job?
Well, for kids just getting out of school, the way they usually get their first job is they write a resume,
Yeah.
and which everybody does. But the most important thing for a graphic designer is their portfolio, the work that they've done.
Right.
So if you're a student, obviously it's just projects you worked on in school. But it's important for them to present that nicely and have it in, like, to carry it around in a portfolio case.
Yeah.
And usually people get their first jobs by researching, say they want to go to a certain city and work. There are sources they can go to find out what the names of all the advertising agencies and graphic design firms, marketing firms in that town are, and then they make a phone call and talk to the creative director or an art director there, and they hopefully set up an interview. And at that interview, they show their work and what they're capable of doing, and hopefully demonstrate that they're problem solvers and good thinkers. And then after probably several interviews with different people, hopefully they'll land a job.
Are there many people who have the same kind of job,
Many people,
who also are graphic designers or in the same field?
in the world, in the Toledo.
In Toledo, let's say in Toledo. Are there many
Yeah.
other?
Yes, there's quite a few. Yeah. I don't know exactly how many, but there's probably maybe a couple hundred.
But there's more elsewhere.
Oh yeah, Toledo is not.
Yeah.
There's not a lot.
Toledo's not, doesn't have anything. Okay. You need to wear any special clothing.
No.
We gotta get a rundown.
No.
Okay.
Normally during the day in the office, if I'm not seeing a client, I can pretty much dress casually.
Yeah.
But since I often have to see a client, go to a meeting, or have somebody come here, then I would get dressed up.
What special equipment do you need? What do you need? Not in general, but what
What do I need?
What do you use as special equipment?
I use this computer system,
Computer system. Which
Mac.
is what kind?
a Macintosh.
Macintosh. Nice.
Yeah, a nice computer system. Not all graphic designers have their own computers, most don't, but more and more graphic designers are having to learn how to use them. So I'd say somebody your age who's thinking of being a graphic designer will definitely be designing with a computer.
Is that kind of like the newest thing? And
Yeah.
yeah.
In addition, you use X-Acto knives and rubber cement and tracing paper, magic markers, that sort of thing.
What are the future opportunities in your field? I'm not really sure what that means. What are the future opportunities in your field? Is there any? I'll interpret this. Are there any other fields you could get into if you had this job?
That I could go to from
Yeah.
having this job? Well, you could, a graphic designer who works for a company could move up in that company or move to another company and get a higher ranking job, become from a graphic designer to an art director, a creative director. It's kind of like a hierarchy. And then, you could own your own business. You
Like
could
you
go,
do.
right, or like I do. You could work for a major corporation. You can work for little companies like this, or you can work for a big major like IBM has graphic designers working for them.
Yeah.
Or big advertising agencies that have designers working for them. Then if you're also interested in graphic arts, you could also work for a printer.
How?
Well, sometimes they have little graphic design departments within them, or maybe you like selling things, and it's really a graphic designer can, if they like to sell, could work for a printer selling the printer's services to other graphic designers, or as a paper merchant, somebody who works for a paper company. Because all stuff is printed on paper.
Right.
So graphic designers buy a lot of paper, use a lot of paper, consume a lot of it.
Okay, what do you like and dislike about your job? What are the high and low points?
I like the flexibility, and each job is always really different and a different challenge, and I get to learn a lot about many different companies and the products and things they produce, and being able to be creative in your job is a plus to a creative person. And things I don't like are that frequently the client wants you to change things, you don't end up doing what you want, and or sometimes deadlines will seem unreasonable, like they forgot that they had to go to an important trade show and they need a brochure done for it, and it's in 5 days, and so you rush and you stay up all night, and it's sometimes the deadlines are a bit very ridiculous. I don't like that. So.
Why did you take this job? Don't know.
I created the job because
Well,
I wanted.
when you started out, why did you go into that field?
Oh, why did I go into the field?
Yeah.
Because I was always good at art when I was in school, and I was always artistic and was encouraged that way, and it's a way that you can actually make a living at being an artist of sorts, and it's kind of hard to make a living being a painter or sculptor. This can actually turn into a real job, and plus it's challenging, and I enjoy that.
Can you find this job in any part of the country? Why or why not?
Yes, basically in any part of the country, but you won't have a lot of opportunities in the smaller town. Little towns, there would be no need.
Right.
You wouldn't be able to find anything, or if there were, it would be not profitable. But you have more opportunities in bigger cities than in smaller cities. Toledo's not bad, but there's, definitely places with a lot more opportunity for designers.
Would you prefer to work in a larger city, or do you like this?
I like this. But if I were just getting out of school, I would probably recommend somebody go to, if they can, afford it and are great adventurous. I would suggest that they go to a bigger city where there is more opportunity.
Yeah.
A lot more jobs to pick from.
Can both men and women do this kind of work?
Yes.
Okay. Does your physical size matter?
No.
Does your age matter?
No.
Do you think your salary is high enough for the job you do?
I'd say in general that designers are not paid adequately.
You like to get paid more?
Well, of course I'd like to be paid more. Everyone would like to be paid more. But I'm just saying in general, people who work for advertising agencies who are designers, most of them are not, I don't think, paid adequately.
Yeah.
For all the time and overtime that they put in, I don't think they are paid adequately.
What other benefits do you get besides salary? Not when you own your own business, but let's say you work for a corporation.
You get health insurance, and depends. The smaller the company, the fewer benefits that you get.
Yeah.
Minimally, you probably get health insurance, but beyond that,
Vacation and...
well, vacation, usually 2 weeks of vacation. Um, your report said 4 weeks, but that's, I think, after you've been in a place for a few
Yeah.
years. Usually it's just like a regular job, you know, you have 2 weeks vacation, health insurance, sometimes life insurance. Occasionally they'll have bonus plans, profit sharing. Each business that you is different.
Do you belong to a union? Why or why not?
No,
Why?
it's not necessary. There aren't any.
Okay. What other kinds of jobs could you have with your interests, experiences, and training?
Well, I suppose I could be a teacher.
Well, you are.
Well, I teach at the university. I could teach at the university.
Well, a teacher in what?
Graphic design.
Graphic
school of
design?
art. With my interests and skills,
Yeah.
I could be a chef,
You're a chef? Or
or I could work at the Kroger Deli,
oh, that'd be kind of funny.
or I could. With these specific skills, I mean, it's pretty specific what I do. I'm very highly trained for this particular job.
Right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Great
Good
help
luck
to
in
me.
the future.
Thank you. I better get an A for this. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, as you can see, graphic design is a very versatile job, and if you are interested in art, you may be successful in this field. Any questions? Bye. Goodbye.